Good evening, everyone. My name is Danny Nicole, and I am the host of Book Talk, Author Visibility Podcast. And on today's episode, we will be speaking with author Julie Day. So, Julie is going to tell us where she's from, who she is, and the book she will talk about today. So, Julie, take it away.
Hi, I'm Julie Day. I'm from London, UK, over the pond, and I'm an autistic author and advocate. I mainly write children's books featuring autistic characters finding confidence. And today we'll be talking about book one in my pet rescue series called Lynn and the Parrot Pursuit. Basically, it's about Lynn, who's autistic, and her parrot Jasper goes missing, and she has to find the confidence to make friends and ask for help to search for him.
All right. And so, is this your first book, or you've written others?
Oh, I've written over 30 others over the last 10 years.
Okay, awesome. So this is a children's book. Do you mainly write in the genre of children's book, or you've done different genres?
But I have written for adults, but I mainly write now for children. But I am also working on an adult cozy mystery at the moment.
Okay, okay, great. So what inspired you to write this particular book?
Well, I'd already had the idea for the series about autistic children finding confidence to search for missing pets. This particular book, I think it was inspired by a true incident that my family had years ago. We had a budgie as a pet, and my mum used to let it out of its cage, fly around, and I used to hide underneath the table because I didn't like it flying around me. And then one day, we did that, and the doorbell went. I think my dad must have been the one who answered the door, and he left all the doors open behind him. And so the bird just thinks of freedom. All the doors open, flew out, and we never saw it again. And that's well, sort of what happens with Jasper the Pat. He sort of finds a way out, and Lynn has to go and search where he's gone.
All right, I like that. So can you tell me who is the book for?
The book is mainly for autistic children aged like 7 to 10-year-olds, to give them hope and inspiration that pets can help them find confidence. Their special interests can help them find confidence to do things in life and make friends. But
Okay,
it also helps the autistic families and their friends who might not be autistic to understand autism better and how it can help them understand it and how autism affects the child and the adult.
great. I like that. Thank you for sharing. So, what was the hardest part of writing or releasing the book, or was it hard at all?
It wasn't hard writing it, because it gave me a sense of purpose at the time. Because I actually started writing it in 2021, 5 years ago, after I came out of hospital, and it was the first book I wrote then, and it helped me heal. Wasn't really hard writing it. Releasing it probably was a little bit harder because at the time of releasing it, I think it was like the year after, my mum was around, but she was bedbound and she had dementia. So I sort of was coping with my own life, my writing, plus being a carer for her at the time. I think trying to find the time to sort of release it at the time was the hardest part.
Okay. And so did you publish it the traditional way, or did you self-publish the book?
Self-publish it because I did try traditional publishing years ago, my first children's autism book, but I got nowhere. I'd already been self-publishing for a few years before then, so I just been carrying on self-publishing it, and I just find it so much easier because you do it in your own time. You've got more control over what you do, when you do it, etc.
Okay, great. So what did the book teach you about yourself?
Well, I like writing children's autism books. As I said, I wrote it when I came out of hospital, and it helped me heal with what I'd been through the previous weeks when I was in hospital, and to cope with living on my own at the time. So I think it taught me that writing can help me in different ways, not just sort of like coping on my own, but it can help me heal if I have an ordeal.
Okay. And so, what impact do you hope your book will have on the readers?
I like it for them to think that it can give them hope and inspiration for their future. Whether it's if they've got a pet, that their pet can help them build confidence with their family, with life, and making friends. And also, it can teach them sort of like special skills as well. They can learn about their pet, as in the book, Lynn draws cartoons of a pet parrot. So that's one special interest that could come out of having a pet. Mainly hope and inspiration. That is the main goal. Oh, and one other main goal is for autistic children to see themselves in books today. Yeah, so at the moment, this is book. Lynn is book one in the Pet Rescuers series. I've already released book 2 and 3. Book 4, I'm hoping to publish the next couple of months, and I'm writing book 5 at the moment, as well as writing an adult cozy mystery, which I've been working on and off for the last 5 years.
So, how do you find the time, as authors and as we write and we publish? I know for me, just trying to manage my time, write and do one book and work on publishing and getting it released. So, where do you find your time or your motivation when writing your books?
I think you have to really enjoy what you're writing to have the motivation there, and which is what I do. Also, I find the time because I sort of set like a part right routine each day. So I sort of at lunchtime I have my lunch, then I do a little bit of writing, like I write a page of a book, and then in the afternoon, after I've had a rest, then I will go on my computer and I will type up the other project I've been working on. So, like for example, today I sort of write a page for book 5 of Pet Rescuer's book, and then this afternoon I would normally type up or work on the adult cozy mystery. So that's how I do. I sort of have a routine as to when I write and when I type, and I try and stick to that.
Okay, great. That sounds good. Like you were saying, just to have a routine, and I think that's good advice for all authors. I know for me, again, when I started out, I had to find a way to balance the writing, and you're absolutely right. It's good to have a routine and to take time, set aside time to do what you love. So I thank you for sharing that. What's one thing you can leave with our listeners today?
As I said, if you enjoy what you're writing, and it will come out in the writing itself, and your readers will like it, and it will give you the motivation to keep on writing what you like writing, which is what I've been doing with my children's autism books. And especially if it contains like a topic that interests you, like the children's autism. And as in my cozy mystery I'm working on, the main character has got my recent medical background. I've given her sort of like, she's like me, she's been recently been in hospital. She's come out and she's sort of interested in giving talks to people about what she's been through. So if you have the interest there in what you're writing and you like doing it, then it'll give you the motivation to find a routine and keep on writing.
Absolutely. So, where can listeners connect and support you?
Right. I'm on most of the social medias. You can find me as Julie Day, apart from Instagram, when I'm actually Julie D Nomo, and YouTube, I'm actually Julie Day Aspipreneur.
All right. Well, you've heard it here, listeners. You've heard Julie speak to us today about her children's book, and I want you all to like, follow, comment, and share this podcast once it is available on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. So, Julie, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. I look forward to seeing what else is going on with you. It's been a pleasure speaking
Okay,
with you
thank you for
today.
inviting me.
Thank you so much. And you have a great night.
And you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.